I walked out on my job. I worked at this restaurant where my manager Ben thought he was running a 5-star place when we were literally serving microwaved mozzarella sticks and calling them artisan. The guy had this god complex where he'd walk around screaming at everyone for the tiniest things. Like if you put too much ice in a drink or forgot to wipe down a table for 30 seconds, he'd lose his mind. I'd been putting up with his crap for 8 months because I needed the money for college. My coworkers were cool though, especially this girl Morgan who'd been there for 2 years. She warned me that Ben was worse during busy nights, but I figured I could handle it. Last Friday was our busiest night of the week. We had this huge group of 20 people come in for someone's birthday, plus our usual dinner rush. I was running around taking orders, bringing food, cleaning tables, the whole thing. I was sweating my ass off, but everything was going fine. That's when Ben decided to have his meltdown. This one table complained their fries were cold, which honestly they probably were because our kitchen was backed up. Instead of just remaking them like a normal person, Ben stormed over to me while I was taking another order and started screaming. He goes, "You're the worst server I've ever hired. You can't do anything right. Those fries have been sitting there for 10 minutes because you're too stupid to check." All this in front of the customers I was helping. I tried to explain that I'd literally just brought the fries out 2 minutes ago, but he cut me off. "Don't lie to me. I saw you standing around talking instead of doing your job." The thing is, I hadn't been standing around. I'd been helping Morgan carry plates because she was slammed too. But Ben didn't care about facts. Then he said the thing that made me snap. "Maybe if you spent less time flirting with customers and more time actually working, we wouldn't have these problems. God, your parents must be so disappointed they raised such a lazy piece of garbage." My parents worked 2 jobs each to help me pay for school. They'd never been anything but supportive of me working to help out. For this jackass to bring them into it over some cold fries was the last straw. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "You know what, Ben? You're right. I quit." I untied my apron, threw it at his feet, and walked straight to the door. The whole restaurant went silent. Even the kitchen guys were sticking their heads out to see what was happening. Ben's face turned bright red and he started stuttering something about how I couldn't just leave during dinner rush. I turned around and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Watch me." As I was walking out, I heard one of the customers at the birthday table say, "Good for her, that guy's a psycho." Another person started clapping, and then more people joined in. By the time I got to the parking lot, half the restaurant was applauding. Morgan texted me 20 minutes later saying Ben was having a complete breakdown trying to cover all my tables by himself. Apparently he spilled soup on 3 different people and mixed up a bunch of orders. 2 other servers walked out that same night because they were so fed up with how he treated me. The owner called me the next morning begging me to come back and said Ben had been let go. Apparently several customers had called to complain about how he talked to me, and the owner realized he was losing business because of Ben's attitude. I told him I'd think about it, but honestly I already had an interview lined up at this coffee shop that paid better anyway.